Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name is Wendy Wing. I'm doing a psychic tarot reading for you, tuning into the day's energy, seeing what divine messages of guidance come through. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. If you'd like a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. It takes you right to my book online page. All right, let's get to your reading. The overall energy of this reading is the Knight of Wands in reverse. This is a very inconsistent energy. This is someone who follows their whims, their desires, but they don't last. They don't know how to create sustainability. They desire something, go to the next thing. It feels like they're also annoyed by their own inconsistency because they burn through their feelings very quickly. They don't know how to grow something. They just burn through passions. All right. So I get the feeling that this is who you attracted to you in the past. Player energy, people very inconsistent. And it looks like you were wounded, a wounded energy. It feels like we've got a player here, someone who's inconsistent, in and out energy, and then someone who's very wounded, heart-centered, and overwhelmed by emotions. So I get the feeling that when both of you met, we've got this inconsistent person and we've got someone who's wounded in the heart space I get the feeling that you might have believed that this is as good as it gets, or this is what relationships are. What else do we need to... Okay, this is about this is so interesting. There's so many energies in this, so many people. It's talking about this couple, you being in this relationship with a player, and then around this relationship, it looks like... I get the feeling that the person you were in relationship with started off as a player and then kind of went dark, controlling, manipulative, needing to be a dictator because they didn't know how to grow anything and how to sustain any sustainability. And so this person just through their wounding and their belief system went to control and manipulation, needing to be the one calling all the shots. It feels like this person is very covert and manipulative, and it feels like people are believing this person. That this person creates a dynamic where others depend on them. Maybe financial manipulation, or using finances, using stability to control those around them. Wow. It looks like at some point you have a new opportunity to go a different direction, because this type of relationship is just this isn't what you wanted. This isn't what you were expecting. There's no love here. There's no passion. It feels like one or both of you don't want to work, aren't willing to put in the work. There's just no passion here. And it feels like what is this? It feels like there's a desire to go in a non-traditional route. And maybe this was like a marriage, some type of contract here. It's not working. It feels like the communication devolved and it's cruel. It's not kind, it's not caring, it's not loving. It feels like either there's a withholding of communication or purposefully communicating in ways to be wounding because this person knows where all the wounds are. And there's this energy of wanting to find stability and security in something else. It feels like you've been waiting for this relationship to garner any benefit from all the energy and attention and that you've given into it. And I think there's a realization that there's never going to be a payout, not the kind that you were looking for. Wow. All right, that's a lot. Okay. The hidden blessing is the Queen of Pentacles. It looks like you have this energy of resourcefulness. You have everything that you need. You're creating something for yourself. You're focused, very focused on what you would prefer to create. It looks like you are protecting your energy against anyone who says that you can't do this, doesn't have belief in you, wants you to stay small. It looks like you realize and are protecting your energy, and that's helping you. It feels like you are not listening to what people say. You are watching what they do, how they show up, and how they make you feel, and making decisions that way instead of people being able to tell you what reality is. It feels like you are feeling and experiencing your reality. I think the hidden blessing is that you've maybe gone no contact with person or people who don't want you to create for yourself. Wow. All right, what you're leaving behind is 10 of Pentacles in reverse. You're leaving behind chronic instability, survival mode instead of thriving. It feels like you were in relationships where you were kept off balance purposefully, and then blamed for said instability, and it looks like you're leaving behind people who manipulate you, who are foolish and reckless, who don't care about you, who don't want you to succeed. You're leaving behind people who can't tell the truth, who can't communicate, who aren't willing to communicate in good faith. Wow. I get this, what you're leaving behind. I'm getting the image, in the movies when the main lead character walks away from something and flicks the match and the building behind them explodes and they don't even look back. They're just stay focused as, slow-mo, great music. That's what this feels like. That you decided that that's what you were leaving, this type of relationship, this way of being. You're going scorched earth. I'm not going to go back to that. Going back is not an option. I'm going towards what I desire. Wow. All right. How to get the most of this energy is the High Priestess in reverse. There's a lack of potential, not connected to intuition, unable to perceive. It looks like, wow, interesting. It looks like people have kept you consciously or unconsciously in a wounded state, because when you are in a chronic state of woundedness, you have no potential. So you don't recognize or realize your own potential. By keeping you wounded, you stay in a state of need to fix, insecurity and instability. You're in your own woundedness around being abandoned, and that keeps you docile and keeps you searching how to fix, instead of realizing that the system itself is unfixable, unworkable. It looks like this kind of way of being keeps you distracted by red herrings, chasing after problems that will never get solved, because the people or person you're trying to work through these issues is not playing fair. I think you perceived that you're both playing fair, but I'm perceiving that you want to be fair, but you're playing with people who've got different rules for different people. You're not playing by the same rules. This person / people in that main energy that I started off with, they don't know how to love themselves, so they don't know how to love others. So they manipulate and receive care through manipulation, through wounding, through deception. So how to get the most of this energy is to take them out of the equation and love yourself. Fill your own cup. Learn how to fill your own cup. Focus on you. Focus on loving yourself, nurturing yourself. And from that, when your cup is full and overflowing, then you can be of service to others. You are not of service to anyone when you are operating from that wounded space, when you are operating from fear and not wanting to be abandoned and feeling like there's something wrong with you, versus operating from a full cup and realizing that you have a lot to offer, seeing your value, seeing your worth, and then giving your love to those who can meet you in that loving space, instead of giving love and energy to people who are perpetually have an empty cup. They don't know how to fill their own cup, and so they have this hole, a vacuum that they're constantly hungry for and needing, and their needs can't be met. You are not their medicine. You cannot fill that hole for another. Each person has to fill their own vacuous hole of woundedness to be whole. So I think you thought that if you gave enough of yourself, that eventually that person would feel that fullness and give back from their full cup to you. But that is not what happened. What happened is a constant and chronic giving tree type of energy, giving everything of yourself until there's nothing, and that is not loving. That is not the description of love. That is a parasite. That's not. Or let's take our power back and describe what we're doing. By giving to someone who's empty, you do not value yourself. You do not value your beautiful energy and love, so you give it away to this like black hole of energy that will never be returned. So I think what you're realizing is that doesn't work. that you are not this person's medicine. You are each other's lesson. All right, what's supporting you in this energy is the King of Wands in reverse. Interesting. This is someone who's not taking action, someone who's allowing their fears to dictate. They're afraid of making moves. They're afraid of someone's afraid of making moves, of taking action. They're allowing their fears to create a prison for them, a nightmare. This is someone unwilling to take action to change their circumstances because they perceive that everything is fearful. It's too terrifying, and where they're at is not terrifying and awful enough that they're willing to take action. It's just awful enough that they just stay stuck. Wow. This might have been your energy in the past. Afraid to take action and allowing your fears to dictate. It doesn't feel like this is your energy right now. This feels like the person we've been discussing, the player type of energy, that kind of controlling, manipulative energy. It looks like they're stuck in their fears and they're unable to transform them after you left. After you left this connection, it feels like maybe you're not communicating with this person or low contact. And it looks like this person is realizing, I don't think when you were around this person did they realize or appreciate anything that you did, because that would, from their perspective, if they appreciated you, then you would value yourself and you would be more equal. And so they have to devalue you, so you stay addicted to trying to get them to love you. So they manipulated. It looks like they're still stuck in that way of being. They don't know how to transform that, and it feels like that's serving you, that they're stuck. And okay. What's serving you also is that it feels like this is the trap that they laid for you, this stuckness, this fears and manipulation, not taking action, unable to transform yourself, believing that that this is as good as it gets, and there's something wrong with you, that you can't see the value in this. Like, there's a lot of beliefs that this energy kept you trapped in trying to make this work, but it's an unworkable system. And it looks like this person and the way they operate is coming to light. Maybe for them, and maybe are they seeing it, or are other people? Both, to different degrees for different. So some of your past person, this player, manipulative energy, they're realizing that they're now stuck in the trap that they set for you. Again, you're not their medicine. You're not their savior. This is their lesson to learn. Yeah, they're very unhappy. They don't feel in control of their life. It feels like people are moving away from them. They're having difficult financial issues. Feels like something at work. Oh, okay. I am perceiving that you provided a sort of scapegoat for this person. The arrangement is they blame you for everything, and you work very hard and beg them to get your basic needs met. And let's get back to this message. And so it looks like your person, if you've pulled your energy away and you've gone and focused on your new beginning and what you want to create, that you left a vacuum of service, that you were supporting this person and caring for this person in ways that they had no appreciation for or understanding. And once you took your energy and went elsewhere, they needed someone to be the scapegoat. And it looks like they might have played this game at work, making someone else the bad guy that they project all the blame to, and others started seeing this, that this person's toxic. It feels like they're playing this game with other people. You kept quiet and allowed them to do this, and they could hide behind your silence. And I get the feeling that they've not had someone to bully, but they need that. They need someone because they don't know how to regulate their own emotions. And so they are incredibly unhappy, and they're being seen, which is the worst thing. If you think about this person being seen truthfully for who they really are, they work so hard to hide that part of themselves and make you out to be bad because you actually do perceive them correctly, and that's a threat. But I get the feeling, let's see if there's anything else, that this person has, yes, nice. They tried to play this game of bullying others, and quite possibly at work, and justice is coming in. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right, what to be mindful of in this energy is the King of Pentacles. So now we have got the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. Feels like you're being very matter of fact, focusing on stability and security, focusing on work, focusing on your abundance. Feels like you're building a foundation for yourself as you're moving on and creating a new life for yourself. You're focusing on what your basic needs are, creating a real and authentic foundation that is much more preferable for you. Anything else that we need to know? It looks like as you create this new foundation for yourself, you're also healing and letting go of childhood wounds, or addressing them, realizing what you would prefer. This woundedness from your past has shown you what you would prefer to create for yourself, and that's what you're focused on. Let's see if there's any other messages. If you have children with this person, it looks like there's a message here that your children are protected. If you worry about this energy and the devastating effect that this person has on children, your children are protected. Focus on what you want to create. Show through your action and creating a new life for yourself how to heal, how to recover from this player type of energy. It looks like, it looks like the potential here is that everybody find their inner strength, find their courage from this player energy. I'm not seeing that this person is inherently evil or bad. It is just an energy. And you have choice whether or not you want to work with this energy. What have you learned from this energy? It looks like you have learned a lot about yourself. You have, at the beginning of this reading, there's this wounded heart space person. Maybe childhood wounding is at the root of this that made you susceptible to this type of manipulative energy. Now, though, it feels like you've learned this lesson, that you are understand your own difficult energies, darkness, loving all of who you are. And now it feels like you are making moves from an empowered position instead of allowing your fears to dictate how you move and how you operate. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right, I'm going to go ahead and continue this reading onto Patreon, an extended reading. We're basically halfway through, so if this has resonated, you can join me over on Patreon. The link's in the description box below. We'll be continuing on looking at health, relationships, creativity, new opportunities, and career and finance. So I'll meet you over there. Have a great day. Bye.